One of my favorite moments of yours is when you famously called Omarosa a sucking guzzling Republican. I'm just wondering if there are any other you would like to address today. If so, who are they and what would you like to say to them?
Well, pretty much, I would like to say,
Thank you so much for talking to us today, Tiffany. Everyone at Queerty is such huge fans of you. Everyone's so jealous I'm getting to talk to you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for having me.
As the queen of reality television, it only makes sense that you are hosting this series, Slayers. What does it feel like to be hosting this show?
Well, me with swords and a dragon and a mansion, of course, it made so much sense. Like, this is like my dream.
You mentioned swords and a dragon. The premise of the show is that there is an evil villain named Karen, and you are trying to get these Slayers to help you seize her castle. Do I have all that right?
You do. And I have to free Sydney, who is Karen's dragon. Queen Karen has Sydney on a leash, and Sydney is not getting enough food. So that's why I feed a Slayer or two to her.
So I got to see the first couple episodes, and they're so fun. What can viewers expect to see from the rest of the season?
Like, that is the tone. It's going to be a good ride. It's going to be a lot of fun, very camp. The elements that feel good to us. There is going to be drama. There is going to be chaos. There is going to be just left field challenges thrown at us. But at the same time, it's always going to be a good time. And I'm definitely going to be serving looks. And the Slayers will too.
Of course, we expect nothing less. In the first episode, you told the contestants to drink liquor, make babies, have fun. As someone who has turned appearing on a reality television show into a legendary lifelong career, what other advice would you give to these contestants about how to seize this moment?
I would tell the contestants to be themselves, to honor their truth, and to make sure they don't compromise. Just to always stand up for what they believe in, be themselves in a way where even if it may nudge one of the other contestants the wrong way, it's fine because I'm always going to rescue them.
Great to have you as an ally on set, I'm sure. So you went from the head bitch in charge to the HHIC, the head host in charge. Taken... Have you taken any lessons from other reality hosts that you've worked with? Is there any feedback that you would like to give to the hosts that you've worked with, from Monique to Joel McHale?
I would have to shout out my boy, Joel McHale, because this man works so hard. And every time I hit a season of his show, he is so appreciative of the HBIC being on set. This man is clapping for me. He's telling me I'm doing a great job. He's just always so supportive of me. And, he shows that a host can be, it's not as easy as you think. And, sometimes he may flub a line or he may stutter, but that's good because it just shows that no one is perfect, So I get to see him in his work element and I take from him.
One of my favorite moments of yours is when you famously called Omarosa a sucking guzzling Republican. I'm just wondering if there are any other you would like to address today. If so, who are they and what would you like to say to them?
Pretty much, I would like to say that Gemma Collins is still a fat and those old maiden shoes still have stones out of them that she should have got replaced.
I really hope she doesn't see my shoes right now because they are an old maiden type of shoe. So please, Tiffany, don't come into these confessionals. Thank you.
There are a lot of fat and skinny walking around, and we should just knock their out.
Truer words have ne'er been spoken. You've had so many different New York eras, from television to acting in the vagina monologues. Looking back, do you have a favorite era of yours?
I feel like my favorite era is when I just splashed on the scene. I mean, being a newbie and not understanding what's going on, you're just working with these elements that you don't, these mediums that you don't know if you're being good at it or bad at it. You don't know if you're being cheated with the paycheck. Coming from such a small upstate New York community and to being splashed in the splendor of Hollywood, California. Like we shot that first show in J-Lo's mansion. It was surreal. So, I mean, my first days are always going to be my best days because I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Do you have an idea what your next era is going to be?
My next era is going to feel even more comfortable than this one. When I say that I'm going to speak with a new roar and be in a place where my position is beyond solidified, like I feel like I'm going to really be living in my calling. Haven't hit that yet, but it's a coming.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we all want to see you on the Traders. What is going on there? How do we get you in this castle? What do we have to tell Alan Cumming? What do we need to do?
I want to do that show so bad because people could see me on it. Me, myself, I feel like I won't have it down pat, but I feel like sometimes when I'm out of sorts is when I'm doing my best magic. So I just want to get in there and see how well I can do. And I would try to last as long as I could, of course. Like, I feel like that would be amazing. Can you see it?
I can see it.
For real.
We're getting a taste of you in a castle right now. So I think we need more. You have always said exactly what you want to say on television. We're now in an era where people are being censored. Do you have any thoughts on how to get through this or advice for people in this current climate?
If we keep dialing it back, Lord help us. You're going to have to speak from your heart. You're going to have to speak from the light that's within your belly. If we censor ourselves, who are we? We're going to be watered down versions. I want potency. I want the highest amount of truth to be spoken because in human nature, I feel like we're designed to live in that type of element and energy. Please don't splash it back. Dial it up. I want my Kool-Aid to give me a sugar rush. So speaking truth.
In my gay opinion, you made Flavor of Love into the cultural phenomenon that it was and changed the face of reality television forever. That's when we got to know you. What was your life like before that show?
My life was built on a lot of traveling. I always knew that upstate New York was going to be a position that I couldn't live in for so long because I had to get out. So I was doing a lot of traveling. I was a buyer for a clothing store, which allowed me to go all over the place. So I went to Vegas, I went to LA, and I got discovered in LA, and here I am today. Like you have to kind of splash out sometimes when you're a huge fish. I'm a huge fish. I had to get out of the pond and go into the deep end.
So when you walked on that set for the first time, did you just immediately feel comfortable? Like that was where you're supposed to be in front of those cameras?
Hell no, I wasn't comfortable. I had on cheap shoes, a cheap dress, and a little fly-by-night two-piece wig in the back of my head. But you know what I said? I said, I feel like Cinderella. I'm going to live my best life until somebody puts a glass slipper on my foot, and I'm just going to work my way lying through this situation. So I just put my best face and foot forward, even though I was like not knowing what was going on or what I was doing. It was just too much opulence for me. Like the mansion, the champagne, and it was just so rich. But I knew that I belonged there and no one was going to take my spot.
Was there a moment that you felt like you fully stepped into yourself and became the icon that we know you are now, where you really got into your groove?
I feel like that really happened for me when the producers called me when I lost the Flavor of Love season 1. And they were like, Tiff, we feel like you really deserve to find love. So would you want to go on your own dating show? And we will help get men in line for you so you can find the love of your life. And that really made me feel like, wow, I belong here. So I had my own show and I'm like, okay, that's my moment. It's my time now.
I'm sitting here as a gay man who loves you. My husband also loves you. He's very jealous that I'm talking to you right now. I'm curious what your relationship is like with the gay community, your gay fan base. What has it been like to feel this gay love all these years?
I love that I have a fan base globally and all around. But my gay love is my rocket fuel. That's the juice that I need. Where I could wake up in the morning, not have a stick of makeup on, not a lash, not a wig, but feel fully accepted. Because one thing about the queer community, I have never missed a beat with them. Whether I was on TV, off TV, relevant, not relevant, it didn't matter. They always supported me and had my back. And that kind of love is the love that I'm always going to wake up and rise to the occasion to be there for. I'm an ally, will always be an ally. And I'm most grateful for my gay fan base because that's my tribe.
Did you ever imagine when you started on Flavor of Love that it could be leading to where you are today?
Oh my goodness. What to think? When I first started on the Flavor of Love, I'm like, okay, you just do this for a little while and then it goes away. But it just kept coming. And then obviously we had our down times because, that tragedy happened and reality TV got a little weird with VH1, with what happens on, that one show with the guy and this and that. We don't have to bring it up. But things were at a standstill for a long time. But now all of a sudden things have been picking back up and here I am and I'm still out there and people still remember. And it just feels so good. I have elderly people that come up to me with powdered hair and I have like 20-year-olds that know who I am thanks to TikTok and memes. So it just makes much sense.
You're the one person we can all agree on. We all love Tiffany.
I'll take that every time.
Anything else we should know about Slayers?
Yeah, I feel like Slayers is going to be so refreshing to see me hosting in a competition element of a show where it's not love-based or love-driven, but me being the Jeff Probst in a corset and a wig. I mean, I'm really in there with these challenges, and it really is my heart on the sleeve. The Slayers, their hearts are on the sleeve. I want to say we gave our best performance, even though it's reality television. It was almost like we did a stage play, and we did it all for you guys.
We are truly blessed. Anytime we can have you on our television is a lucky, lucky day. So thank you for continuing to be iconic and legendary and giving us so many memorable, magical moments.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thank you so much for talking to us at Queerty. We love you.
Anytime. Love you more.
Mwah.
Yes. Got it.